Hello guys, today's video is going to be everything that I talked about in my last video, which was the Ulta haul. So I wanted to put those things to the test for you guys so you could see them in action and see my first impressions for them. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Oh, by the way, I already did my brows, as you can see, and I went ahead and did my eye makeup. I might go ahead and pull my hair back too, because I'm sure that's annoying to see all in my face. The first thing in the haul was the Dew Primer by e.l.f. And this is from the Jelly Pop collection. I also am going to try the Flush Blush. It's a tongue twister. In a little bit in the video. So let's go ahead and do the primer. Hold on, here's the box. This primer is supposed to work like glue to grip makeup to ensure it stays put. Let's see how that works and feels. So we're gonna take about 2 pumps. Ooh, it's really thick. I don't know, it kind of feels like an oily hair gel almost. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, ooh, it smells like watermelon or something. Okay, so it thins out as you're applying it to your skin. Yeah, definitely, it got a tack to it. But it definitely thins out and it's definitely tacky. So it does absolutely nothing for my pores, but I don't think it's supposed to. It doesn't claim to, so, but yeah. This definitely has a tack to it, so in my face definitely looks dewy. So for foundation, I don't want to be like too dewy because I do have combination skin and it will break up all in the middle T-zone. So I'm gonna go in with my Peach Perfect Too Faced Comfort Matte Foundation. I love this foundation. I have it in light beige and this will last me all day long, and like it says, it's oil-free, 14-hour wear, oil controlling, and photo-friendly, and I agree with all those claims. This is one of my favorite foundations. I just kind of forget about it with all the new foundation. Pump this in my little tray. I have like a little candle tray, and I use that to put my foundation on and then grab it. Okay, so the next thing that I got in that haul was this essence sponge, and I did put it underwater and it expanded a little bit. And then I did already use it to clean up underneath my brows. So that's why it's a little bit dirty. So let's go ahead and try it with the foundation. And it still has a little bit of a tack to it, not quite as much. So let's go right ahead and we'll pull this mirror in closer. Okay, so the sponge is definitely not as soft as my e.l.f. one. It's a little bit stiffer. Like, it's not quite as bouncy, it's a little bit stiff, but it's getting the job done. I still prefer my e.l.f. and my Wet n Wild sponge. Those two are my favorite sponges. This one, I probably won't use it, but I mean, it's working. It's just a little stiff. With that foundation, that primer definitely makes it more dewy, as you can see. I'm not quite this dewy when I use that foundation, but I like a healthy glow, so I'm okay with it. I'm going to look around my nose and see how it looks, because that's normally like the spot that will break up or like doesn't grab good, so we'll see. Okay. I think it looks good. I would add like my Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. I would definitely add that right there, and then this on the rest of my face, just like I would do with my Milk Hydro Grip. I used the Milk Hydro Grip around the perimeter of my face, and then I will use my pore minimizing primers in the T-zone, just because I have big pores around the inside of my nose right here. But other than that, it looks good. It didn't do anything weird to my foundation at all. I think it looks good so far. For the next thing I've got from Ulta is the Essence Camouflage Plus Matte Concealer. This says waterproof tattoo covering. And I got the shade 30 Light Honey. Okay, so it kind of has like a pointed wand. It looks like it's a good amount of product on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that straight in here. I'm only gonna do one eye at first because I'm not sure how quick it's going to dry since it is a matte formula. So let's go ahead and try this side of the sponge. Okay, so on me, this is definitely not full coverage. I'm gonna wait for it to see if maybe if it dries down, but it doesn't quite look that matte either. No, it doesn't look that matte. Interesting. Very. Okay, so I'm gonna add it on this eye. The texture is smooth, kind of liquidy. It's not that thick, it's actually a liquidy formula. I'm gonna open that out. So for me, this is definitely not full coverage. I would give this about a medium. The formula is very thin, like I mean, it goes on smoothly, but it's thin and almost watery like, and it blends out super nicely. But it's definitely not full coverage on me. I would definitely need to add a little bit more right here, where it's a little bit more like green. I'm gonna add that extra, and I definitely don't think it's matte either on me. It has a little bit of a shine to it. Yeah, it has a little bit of a shine to it underneath the eyes. And I didn't put the primer under there, so I know it's not the primer. So now before I set my under eyes, I have the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Flush Blush, and I think this one is Peach Pop. So it is jelly-like, you can see it. And I want to add this because it's a liquid, so I want to add it before I add the powder, just so the powder doesn't disrupt the liquid or the liquid disrupt the powder. I'm going to go in with, I got the Real Techniques 405 cheek brush, and I'm going to pop that into this container, and then like put it on the back of my hand to get the extra off, and then pop it onto my cheeks. Oh yeah, there we go. Pigmented. Okay, with this brush, it applies it really good right onto the cheeks because it kind of has that angle to it. I don't know if you see it, so it fits right onto the cheek, and I just am pushing it in and not swiping to make sure I'm not picking up any foundation or the concealer I just laid down. It's giving me that pretty peachy flush to the cheeks. And it's drying down pretty quickly, so you kind of gotta be quick with this, or it's not gonna move anymore. Yeah, so like now it's set. It's like not moving at all. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off my hand, but this is what the color looks like. It's peachy and it has kind of like that gold tint. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes because I crease like crazy underneath my under eyes. I'm going to grab my sponge because that's my favorite way to apply my powders. And it looks like it has started to crease under my eyes, so I'm gonna blend it out with my finger. And now add the powder. And I like to set everywhere. I put concealer to make sure it doesn't budge. Okay. And the powder I used was the Collab Set the Stage Ultra Fine Loose Setting Powder in, I think it's Porcelain Ivory. Yes. I love this powder. It makes my under eyes look so smooth. It's probably my second favorite to my Peach Perfect powder. My Peach Perfect is my ultimate favorite, but this is next. Okay, so I didn't get a new bronzer, so I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up my face with my number 7 caramel bronzer. I'm going to use my e.l.f. pointed powder brush to bronze up my face. This bronzer is so good, and I think you can find it at Target. That's where I found this one. But it's like the perfect shade. Alright, so now I want to spritz my face with some Wet n Wild Photo Focus 3-in-1 Prime Water. Just because I am looking just a little bit powdery. And let it dry. Setting spray has set, so my face is looking much, much better. I love that spray. And the blush and everything is looking good. It didn't pick up my foundation or my concealer at all. The concealer is looking, after that powder, is looking a little bit drier there. Making those fine lines pop out of there. Okay, so now highlighter is the e.l.f. highlighter in white gold. You guys saw that I was having a little bit of trouble in that Ulta haul. I don't know what's up with this. So I scraped it down a little bit, I don't know if you can see that, with my fingernail. And I'm going to take a highlighting brush. I'm going to take my Morphe Y14 highlighter brush. I'm going to put it in there. Yeah, this highlighter is super powdery. Okay, so it's definitely giving me a highlight effect, but up close, it looks just a little bit chalky. On camera, it's looking really reflective, but I think it's because of the ring light. Yeah. Yeah, this side. Well, looks decent, but this side is just super chalky. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna use something else. Okay, so let's go in with my Makeup Revolution Quad highlighter. I'm gonna mix the white and the gold. So much better. Look at that. Look at the center of my face. Yeah. Okay. So now that we're highlighted much better, I'm going to add a little bit of this white highlighter, this one, right in there. A lot of times I just use my finger. I think it applies really good with just my finger for my inner corner. See? Okay, then two other things I picked up in that Ulta haul was the NYX On the Rise Volume Lip Mascara and the Essence Hashtag Lashes of the Day Super Volume Mascara. And I can only use them one or the other on my bottom lash because I put fake lashes on. I was just feeling the fake lashes today and totally forgot that I had these mascaras to try. So we're just going to use one or the other on the bottom lashes, but I have used this NYX On the Rise Volume Lip Mascara. And this has a drier formula and it has a rubber wand instead of, you know, just a regular brush wand. And I actually really like this. It takes me a few coats to get it, you know, like how thick I want it to be. It separates them really nicely, and I prefer of a drier formula than a wet formula because I feel like with wet formulas, my lashes get really clumped up easily, and then I get the mascara on my eyelids, and then it's a hot mess. So I hate that. I prefer drier formula. But yes, this is pretty good. Just gotta keep building the mascara up to get where you want it to be. So I'll just use this one on my bottom lashes since I have fake lashes on. And if you're wondering what fake lashes I'm using, I think it's the Ardell Wispies. I like them. They aren't too long, but long enough to give you a little bit of oomph. Okay, so I am going to go off camera, finish the rest of my makeup, and we will talk about these products. Okay, so I finished off this look, and I used the mascara on the lower lash line, and the wand is the brush type, and it kind of is more straight. It really doesn't have any type of shape to it, and the formula is more wet than the NYX On the Rise, but it worked good. It didn't get onto my skin or anything, but I don't know if I really like it once I use it on my top lashes. And the last thing we have to use is the Essence You Better Work Gym Proof Fixing Spray. So I'm going to spray this before I actually spray it on my face because I don't want it squirting at me like a camel. So, you know, have you guys ever had it where it squirts out at you and then you get docked all over your makeup and it totally ruins it? We don't want that. Okay, so the mist, not too bad. I think it's okay. Ew, it kind of have a little bit of scent. Ew. Ew, it's kind of weird smelling. What is that? I don't know what that is, that smell is. Okay, so let's go ahead and spray this. Yeah, this spray kind of goes everywhere on your face, so it's not just in one spot. It's a good spray, but it has a funky smell. A really weird smell. I'm gonna do a little bit more. Ooh, I did get little spots right here, but on the top, it looks fine. There's like two right here. So yeah, with this setting spray, I'm gonna have to keep using it and see how it works throughout the day. I am filming at night, so I won't be able to wear it as long as I would during the day. So I'll probably use it tomorrow and use it all day and see if it actually makes my makeup stay all day. And this is sweat resistant anti-shine. I want to see if that is actually true. So I'll put this to the test for the next few days. This brush, I love this brush. It fits right onto the cheeks. I think it's perfect for contour with like my Huda Beauty Tantour. That's gonna be really good to use with this brush. And then also with that, the Jelly Flush brush. I keep wanting to say Jelly Flush brush. It's Jelly Pop Flush Blush. But yeah, those two together work really good. I think it looks really nice. It doesn't look very heavy or anything on my cheeks. I think it looks pretty. That's definitely something I want to use when I use like just concealer and then pop that on my cheeks, a little bit of bronzer, and that's it. I do that a lot. But yes, this blush looks really good. I like the color and everything. Now you do have to be very quick with it, as you guys saw, or it dries down and then it won't move. So you want to make sure you're adding just a little bit so it doesn't get everywhere, and then you're stuck with blush all over the place. So just take a little bit on your brush and pounce it onto your cheeks. You're probably even going with your sponge and take this part of it and kind of just dunk it in there just a little bit, tap it on the back of your hand, and then go in like that very lightly. I think it'll look good like that. The e.l.f. highlighter, this is a no for me, pass. It's very chalky. As I was like swirling my brush, and it just looked chalky, and then when I put it on my face, same thing. So I would pass on that. This NYX on the Rise, I think it's good. I think you should give it a try. It definitely, I love how it separates my lashes, and it does give it a little bit more length and volume to it. So I say give it a try. Next is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. I think it makes my foundation look really good. And nothing looks like spotty or anything. Everything went on great with this primer. So I'm going to keep using this and use it with my other foundations and see how it works with other ones. But I really like the tack to it, just like I love my Milk Hydro Grip. This could possibly be a dupe if it makes my makeup last as long as that Milk Hydro Grip, which would be really exciting because I can't remember how much this was. Give me a second, I'm gonna look at it. Okay, so on Ulta, it's $8. So I really hope this makes my makeup last like the Milk Hydro Grip. And then lastly, yep, is the Essence Camouflage and Matte Concealer. This, it's okay. Because it says camouflage and this is tattoo covering, I was expecting it to be like super high pigment, but it's actually pretty watery formula. I don't know if like the one I got is a dud, I don't know, but it definitely isn't that full coverage that I was expecting if you were going to cover a tattoo. So yeah, and then it says a matte concealer. It wasn't very matte on me until I set it with powder. It gave a very like glowy look under the eyes, which was kind of weird. And then like I said, it kind of, you can see my fine lines really good with it. So I would probably pass on this. And yeah guys, I think that's about it. So in this video, it looks like we had some hit and we had some misses. That's okay, I've actually had really good luck with new makeup that I've been trying. So that wraps up this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment down below what you guys want to see next. Maybe some new foundations, you want me to put them to the test, anything, just let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time that I upload. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.